My name is Manuel Ernesto. I'm the Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Nampula and Cabo Delgado in northern Mozambique. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for inviting us to share our story as the people and the church in this region. So our region is currently shaped by the conflict in Cabo Delgado. We know that we have a hope, but the situation now is affected by the dynamics of the conflict in Cabo Delgado. So the conflict started in 2017 as a small mutinies of young people in the districts of Palma and the Musimbota Praia. So far, the conflict has displaced over 1 million people and claimed over 60,000 lives. We have seen disruption of education and healthcare systems, but also livelihoods are being lost in the region. The conflict is not just affecting people and the infrastructure, it is affecting also the environment. It is preventing people and the custodians of our forests of their ancestral land and legacy. So the root causes of the conflicts are complex. It's not just one single event. It's the concurrence of many factors, spatial, socio-economical marginalizations of the local communities, especially the young people, and the high level of unemployment and unmet expectations among the people were exploited by religious extremist groups that initial, presumably from Islamic extremists. But we know that the conflict is not only about one particular religious groups against others, or specifically Christians, Muslims against Christians, because that is not the case, because we have been living here for so many years and centuries as brothers and sisters and families and Muslims and Christians. So we all suffer. When the conflict started, it affected Muslim communities. Mosques were burned down. Moderate Islamic communities were targeted. Now the conflict is turning to the south in the districts of Chiuri down to Nampula and some areas of Niassa, targeting now Christian communities and burning down churches and the Christian infrastructures. So it is a sort of weaponization of religions to make sure that neighbors can turn against neighbors. But the local people are resilient. So in terms of this, the root causes, I will say it are essential economical and the social expectations that are not being met by the local people. And these expectations were exacerbated by the arrival of mega projects in the regions, because young people had expectation that they could have jobs, opportunities, but we know that extraction industry is a very sophisticated industry that cannot absorb the local labor. So young people are frustrated with that that hopes that are not being met. In terms of what we are doing to respond to the scenarios of the conflict, the church is working in emergency response, hosting the displaced communities, being present in the community. The church is also involved in interfaith peace building work with other faith communities. We have here a very promising interfaith platform. We call it Peace Clubs, where Christians, Muslims, and tradition leaders, and even people of non-faith come to work together. One, to have a presence in the community, to make sure that we are seen as a sign of hope. We also convene community dialogues among different groups, especially youth. We work with women and youth in non-violent environment. We take cultural expressions and sports and every opportunity that we have to bring people to safe spaces. We also work in advocacy, working with the company to make sure that business and the community relationships are thriving. Make sure that business and the local economy is related. So one of the things that we have seen that the investment community could do better at the beginning of the project was to build relationships, because making business, the special extraction industry in a post-conflict society, it can't be just one size fits all like in other contexts. So like deploying capital, deploying machineries, and contracting qualified labor to very remote areas is a completely different scenarios. Now we discovered, and we are working with the company to make sure that the relationships are healed, to make sure that local communities, local values are integrated into new scenarios. So my brothers and sisters, this is the story that we have about northern Mozambique. We are very excited now to see that there is a signs of hope. People of this region is people of hope, people of resilience. So we know that we see that now the environmental issues like climate change, like a cyclical cyclones effect, the work of preparing the communities for the disasters, this work is being integrated in peace building. So we know that also the companies are opening now to say, what can we do better? And we are saying the best way is not only to work in terms of the corporate responsibility, but also take the local priorities to make local people as a partners. So slowly we see that ecological and economical justice is being worked out in this region. And as we wanted to join those who are advocating for this very important work. So as we come together to reflect on care of creation, we need to be reminded that conflicts are preventing people from taking care of the environment. Conflict are extraining resources. We know that when people are displaced, they need resources. They are competing resources with the hosting communities. So peace is very important for the care of the creation. So not only peace for ourselves as a human beings, but peace for all the creation. So northern Mozambique has a rich ecosystem and a rich social diversity and religious plurality. So we appeal to the global family and the Christian family for solidarity, to come together to make sure that Cabo Delgado, northern Mozambique, is not forgotten. So if we do that, what we can see is we will join people to build in resilience for better environment, but also for better people. I thank you.